After World War II, the drastic reduction in the war effort affected San Antonio's bases, but none were closed. In 1946, all enlisted training for the Air Force was consolidated at Lackland. In the 1950s, Brooks Air Force Base became a training center for the Air Force Reserves. At one point, Colonel David Tex Hill, famed for his wartime exploits with the Flying Tigers, commanded Brooks's pilot training wing. During the Korean conflict, Kelly Air Force Base provided critical maintenance support. Working hours were expanded into the night, and Kelly's brightly lighted flight line became known as the Great White Way. The School of Aviation Medicine moved to Brooks in 1957, and the base shifted its focus from training pilots to exploring the effects on human beings of atmospheric flight and space flight. The first spacesuit was designed at Brooks, as well as many medical experiments destined to be carried out aboard the Space Shuttle. The base's historic Hangar No. 9 is dedicated to astronaut Edward White, the first American to walk in space. White died in 1967 in a fire aboard an Apollo 1 training capsule. During the last decades of the 20th century, Kelly Air Force Base continued to serve as a vital maintenance depot, supporting the Vietnam War, the first Iraq War, and various international crises. For much of that period, Kelly serviced the giant C-5 Galaxy transport aircraft. Lackland continued as the Air Force's basic training base throughout this period, although its resources were strained to meet the demands of the Korean War and the Vietnam War. In the same manner, Randolph Air Force Base continued its pilot training function, although the level of training, basic, advanced, or specialized, did change from time to time. Through the Cold War into the space age, San Antonio continued to hold the title of Military City, USA. And as the 20th century ended, San Antonio was well positioned for another 100 years as the premier military city in America.